Miami Dolphins tackle Terron Armstead touched on a topic that had everyone talking: the offensive weapons at the team's disposal. Armstead, a four-time Pro Bowler, didn't want his group, the offensive line, to be overlooked in this conversation. "Yeah, we've got weapons," Armstead said. "We have weapons all over the field, and we're not apologizing for it. I want all of them out there. We'll all be out there at the same time, and the O-line, we're going to be a weapon for us, too. We're going to fly off the ball. We're going to move people and give those guys an opportunity to make plays." As expected, optimism is high during training camp in the NFL, and Armstead's statement isn't surprising. However, his confidence in the offensive line being labeled as a weapon might raise some eyebrows among fans and analysts alike. The Dolphins' offensive line has faced its share of criticism over the past few years. Even though the group has been under the microscope, things haven't changed much this year, despite Armstead's bold comments. The big question is whether this unit can be effective or even good. The idea of them becoming a weapon might seem like a stretch, especially considering that 4 national media outlets ranked NFL offensive lines this summer, and the Dolphins didn't place higher than 18th. Last year, the offensive line took its fair share of hits, but still managed to help the Dolphins rank first in the NFL in total yards and first in rushing average per attempt. Individually, former center Connor Williams earned the second highest grade from Pro Football Focus, PFF. Robert Hunt was ranked 6th among guards, and Armstead was 16th among tackles. So, the players were doing their jobs. PFF also ranked the Dolphins 16th in pass blocking and 18th in run blocking. These stats might not seem impressive, but they paint a different picture when you consider other metrics. For instance, ESPN's pass block win rate, often cited by critics, had the Dolphins at 31st in the NFL. However, this stat only counts a win if the offensive lineman holds off the pass rusher for 2.5 seconds or more. But how often did Tua Tagovailoa throw the ball before 2.5 seconds? Considering all those quick passes, the ball was usually gone before then. A better measure might be the pressure rate, where the Dolphins ranked 4th in the NFL, with pressure allowed on only 15.8% of pass attempts. The Dolphins also tied for 4th in the NFL in rushing yards before contact, averaging 2.8 yards. And back to ESPN's metrics, the Dolphins ranked 8th in run block win rate. So, statistically, the Dolphins' offensive line was more than just serviceable in 2023. However, it's important to note that serviceable doesn't always mean dominant, and the Dolphins' offensive line is still a work in progress. Injuries and consistency issues have plagued this unit in the past, and it's clear that there's still room for improvement. As the Dolphins prepare for their second preseason game against the Washington Commanders, the offensive line is still dealing with injuries. Isaiah Wynn, who started the first 7 games at left guard last season, is on the PUP list with a lower body injury. Center Aaron Brewer has been sidelined with a hand injury for over a week. Armstead is on a maintenance program, aiming for his first full season in the NFL.